can happen on AEW Dynamite. And things are getting crazy.
AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite at 8 on TNT.
It's once again that time of the week. It is time to ignite the dynamite. Hey, everybody, I'm Alex Abrahantes, and she's Dasha Gonzalez. And Dasha, are you ready for another great night of action here in AEW?
I am so ready. It's Wednesday, and you know what that means.
That's right.
We're excited for an incredible show. You can kind of tell who I'm really excited for tonight, but, you know, I'm not.
You're a little biased. You're a little biased. I
What do
try
you
to
mean?
keep it neutral. You know, I'm an unbiased journalist. I don't take sides, but clearly, Dasha, I mean, come on.
My mom
Let's
told me
talk
to
about
never
it.
choose favorites, but you know we all have favorites.
Let's talk about it. So you've got that Sunny Kiss shirt on tonight. His tag team partner, the bad boy, Joey Janella, goes one-on-one against Darby Allin for the TNT Championship. This match, I am so excited about, Dasha. You've got two guys that leave it all on the line every time that they go into the squared circle. Two guys that are willing to take the ultimate risk for a victory. What's going to happen tonight?
That's what I'm most looking forward to. Is you never know what's going to happen. You never know what is on the mind of Joey Janella and Darby Allin. They are relentless. They have no fear. They are willing to do anything and everything. And ever since Darby Allin has kind of, it seems like, aligned himself with Sting.
Right.
We're not 100% sure quite just yet, but he's been bringing his game to the next level. But same thing with Joey Janela. Joey Janela has something to prove. Joey Janela wants gold in AEW. Well,
Here's the thing. You mentioned it. Darby Allin is aligned with Sting because we know that at Revolution, he and Sting are going to take on Team Taz. So I have to ask the question, is this wise for Darby Allin to take on a TNT Championship match against a guy like Joey Janela, who, listen, Joey Janela will climb a 15-foot ladder, drive himself through a table to try to defeat you, and now it's for the TNT Championship? So that's just to win a regular match. What's Joey Janela going to do when the championship is on the line tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you never know. But the thing, you have to stop and you have to think, okay, if I were Darby Allin, I'd want to prepare myself any way and every way possible in order to retain my title, in order to learn different styles, in order to not have any moves catch you by surprise. So what better way to prepare for such a huge matchup than to face somebody like Joey Janela, somebody who's unpredictable?
Yeah, it's going to be great. I cannot wait to see this match. I really think that it's a complete toss-up here. We might have a new TNT champion tonight. We'll have to wait and see. Either way, I think we're in for one heck of a match. Now, you talked about big matches. How about quite possibly the biggest match in the career of Big Shawty Lee Johnson as he teams up with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, to take on the team of Pretty Peter Avalon and Cesaro Bononi.
Listen, I have been rooting for Lee Johnson since he started here in AEW.
Oh,
I have a feeling.
I thought you were rooting for Peter Avalon.
Oh, no.
Okay,
no,
all right.
Lee Johnson, since he has aligned himself with the Nightmare family, I am hoping and praying that he will break the curse of finally winning his first match.
Listen, he's uber talented. There's no doubt about that. But listen, ever since Peter Avalon has discovered that he's pretty, he's been on a pretty good roll, no pun intended. Of course, notwithstanding that match where he did lose against Cody, but I think the X factor in this matchup is Cesaro Bononi. He's a guy with unlimited potential. He's got the size, he's got the strength, he's got the aggression, and he's got an opportunity to make a name for himself tonight.
Very much so. Cesar is somebody who I've known for quite some time. The man is ridiculously talented, strong, agile. We haven't seen very much of him in the AEW ring. We've seen him on Dark, but not on Dynamite. And I'm really looking forward to see what he has to bring. But I'm still rooting and cheering for Lee Johnson. Lee, break the curse. You got it, man. Come on. Victory.
You're so biased, Dasha. I just don't understand. I just don't understand how you're allowed to do your role here in AEW.
A lot of people. Okay. Also, for those that have watched Dark, Lee Johnson beat Peter Avalon in his pretty pageant provocation.
But that doesn't count. That was complete.
It's not a match. It's not a match, but it is a victory.
Okay. All right.
Peter Avalon.
Okay.
He got angry. He got mad. But they're gonna hash it out in the ring tonight.
All right, well, let's talk about another very strong competitor in Hangman Adam Page. We're going to hear from him tonight. What's going on with the situation with him and big money Matt Hardy? Is Matt Hardy going to control the career of Hangman Adam Page? Is he going to be able to get that 50%? Is it 50% now?
And listen, I don't know, but that number keeps creeping up. If I were Hangman, I don't know about that.
I think it's going to 60. I think if Private Party can become the Impact Tag Team Champions, I think Matt Hardy deserves 60.
You think he deserves 60? I think you signed with Matt Hardy. I
cannot comment on my contractual obligations to anyone,
Wow.
Dasha. But thank you for inquiring.
Well, we'll see what Hangman has to say tonight. And I'm really hoping that, he really thinks this through because it's his career.
It is. And you know what else we're going to hear from, or who else we're going to hear from, is the Icon Sting. We're going to hear from him. I want to find out what's on Sting's mind. I'm hoping Tony Schiavone can get to the bottom of it. The situation with Team Taz keeps escalating. It's getting out of control.
I mean, Sting is a man, a very articulate man, and hopefully we can continue to get some clarity leading up to the pay-per-view. I really want to know. I'll be on the edge of my seat, so I can't wait to hear what the Stinger has to say.
And we talked about individuals here who might have a breakout moment tonight, and Lee Johnson and perhaps Cesar Bononi. But how about the Hollywood hunk, Ryan Nemeth? He's taking on a very dangerous, a very focused Pac.
Yeah, Pac is no joke. Pac is a high flyer. He is an aerialist that attacks with precision and accuracy. And I thoroughly enjoy Triángulo de la Muerte, and Pac, somebody else that I've known for a very long time, never has disappointed whatsoever. And Ryan Nemeth is really going to have to step up to the plate tonight.
There's no doubt about it. But let's talk about two guys who have stepped up to the plate. They have called their shots, essentially. I'm talking about Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, the Acclaimed. Like them or not, they are extremely talented, and they've developed this rivalry, especially over social media, with MJF and the demo god Chris Jericho. This is really escalating into something personal, Dasha. Have you seen these jabs back and forth on social with these videos?
Oh, absolutely. But the thing is, though, the Acclaimed really needs to be careful because MJF and Chris Jericho are old school, and the Acclaimed, it's easy to run your mouth behind a camera, but they're gonna face MJF and Jericho in the ring tonight, and money and running your mouth can only do so much. But when you guys are face to face, let's see if they could throw down.
Well, let's see what happens there. And I am very excited about this because it is the beginning of the Women's World Championship Eliminator Tournament. On the U.S. side, we're going to have Thunder Rosa taking on legit Layla Hirsch.
Whew. Two very, very, very talented women. Legit Layla Hirsch has an amateur background. Thunder Rosa has an MMA background. So I have a feeling that this is going to be a very technical, grounded match. I can't wait to see what each other brings out of the other. We know that Thunder Rosa has had her issues with Dr. Britt Baker.
Oh, yeah, she has. More than issues. Yeah, it's gotten very personal between those two and very physical.
But I'm excited to see these two women duke it out and see who's going to advance in this bracket tournament.
Yeah, if you look on paper, obviously I think you'd give the advantage to Thunder Rosa. However, legit Layla Hirsch has impressed so much throughout her short time here in AEW. I think she's one to watch. I think she has the tools to be ultra successful. So who knows what's going to happen? But I do know we're going to have an awesome match tonight.
Oh, absolutely. She's small and compact, but you never know how she's going to get out of moves and what moves she's going to go into. She's quick and she's agile as well.
Yeah, she brings the dynamite.
She does.
Right?
She does.
All right, well, let's talk about our very explosive main event because there's a lot of combustible elements in this, Dasha. I can't believe this. I can't even believe that I'm saying this combination. So you've got the AEW World Champion, Kenny Omega, teaming up with Kenta from New Japan. This is insane to take on the team of, and I can't believe I'm saying this team either, Jon Moxley and the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer.
As you said, you can't believe it. I couldn't believe it either. But the thing is, though, Lance Archer and Jon Moxley, although very unpredictable, have a common goal. So they can be on a united front because they have that common goal. And Kenny Omega, I mean, he's been on something else since he won the title, you know. Since he's aligned himself with Dawn, now he's got Kenta, somebody that he knows very well. I'm just excited to watch Jon Moxley and Lance Archer beat them. Well, if that's the case, fingers crossed.
Here's the thing, though. It's not just a straight tag team match. There are no rules. Pinfalls count anywhere, no disqualification. This is right up the alley of Jon Moxley. Absolutely. This is right up the alley of Lance Archer. Though we know Kenny Omega can go in this type of atmosphere as well. Kenta is a man who loves punishment, both taking it and dishing it out. We know that Kenta and Kenny have their history. We know Lance Archer and Jon Moxley have their history. It's just there's so much to this particular matchup, and then you add the fact that there just strictly are no rules in this match. Pinfalls count anywhere. This could be one of the greatest yet craziest main events that we've ever had on Dynamite.
Oh, it's going to be so exciting. We've seen matches where falls count anywhere. Who knows? They may end up at the Spanish announce table.
Oh, Dasha, hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. Nobody has discovered where we sit yet, and let's keep it that way, okay? Let's make that pact, please. But you're right. They could end up absolutely anywhere. This match is one that you are not going to want to miss. I cannot wait for it. And it takes place tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on TNT. Dasha, are you excited and are you ready? Because I am.
Ooh, I am so pumped. Now, guys, don't forget to use the hashtag AEW Dynamite all night long, all day long. We want to hear how of a great time you're enjoying this show. We want to see those tweets, pictures, you name it, all platforms. Oh, and also, Alex, I wanted to remind our Heels fans, too, that we have an event going on this Friday night. So go to AEWHeels.com to sign up. And this is the first time, Alex, that your significant other can actually be with you. So it's going to be pretty cool.
That is very cool.
And Ricky Starks is going to be doing
I was going to say, I heard a rumor that absolute Ricky Starks is going to be there. I'm sure he's going to bring some wisdom and some great Valentine's Day tips. I'm sure Taz has taught him a lot about that. I'm sure that they do a lot of that in Team Taz in terms of Valentine's. So Ricky Starks, always entertaining. We'll see what he brings to Heels this Friday. Is it, Dasha?
That's right. This Friday.
Very cool.
At 8, 7 Central Eastern Time, 8 Eastern Time, 7 Central Time. But we'll see you guys tonight on TNT for Dynamite.
Thanks, Dasha. But before we go, I want to invite everyone to take another look at the bracketology for the Women's World Title Eliminator Tournament.
What's up, everyone? It's Tony Schiavone, and welcome to the AEW Bracketology Super 16 show. Today, we're going to break down the AEW Women's World Championship Eliminator Tournament and reveal all the matches on the United States and Japan side of the brackets. The tournament kicks off with a banger. Legit Layla Hirsch battles Thunder Rosa on the U.S. side. We will reveal the rest of the U.S. side a little later in this program. Well, now it's time to reveal the matches that will happen this Monday exclusively on AEW's YouTube channel. We kick off the Japan side of the AEW Women's World Championship Eliminator Tournament with 4 huge AEW sanctioned matches emanating from Japan. In our first match, Yuka Sakazaki will take on Mei Suruga. The magical girl, Yuka Sakazaki, currently wrestling for Tokyo Joshi Pro. She made her AEW debut at Double or Nothing in 2019 in the 6-women tag match, and at Fyter Fest in 2019 in a triple threat match. Her record in AEW is 1-4. Mei Suruga is a protege of Emi Sakura. She is only 21 years of age, began her wrestling career in 2018. Her nickname, Apple Girl and High Speed. In our second match, Vinny will battle Emi Sakura. At age 22, Vinny began her career in 2015 at the age of 17. She's the first transgender professional wrestler from Japan. This tournament will be her AEW debut. Emi Sakura is a Japanese women's wrestling legend. She began her career in 1995, Some of her championships have included the NWA Women's Pacific Champion, 4 times the IWA Triple Crown Champion, and the All Japan Women's Pro Wrestling Champion. She made her AEW debut at Double or Nothing in 2019. Later that year, challenged Riho for the AEW Women's title at Full Gear. She is 3-4 in AEW matches. In our third match, Maki Ito will clash with Ryo Mizunami. Maki Ito currently wrestles for Tokyo Joshi Pro. Also, she's a model that has been in beauty pageants and appeared in movies in Japan. She is part of the recording group Idol that also does dance routines in Japan. Mizunami currently wrestles for Tokyo Joshi Pro. She is 5'4", 175. She's a powerhouse whose titles in Japan have included Wave Tag Team Championship, JWP Junior Championship, and the Princess of Pro Wrestling Championship. She began wrestling in 2004. She is 1-0 in AEW as she was part of a 6-women tag event at Double or Nothing in 2019, teaming with Hikaru Shida and Ryo. And in our fourth match, Aja Kong will collide with Rin Karukura. Aja Kong's a veteran who began her career in 1986. She spent many years in All Japan Women's Pro Wrestling, where she has won many titles. At Double or Nothing in 2019, Kong made her All Elite Wrestling debut. Karukura is making her debut in AEW and at age 27 has been wrestling for 5 years. She came back from a torn ACL in August of 2020. She began in Marvelous and still wrestles there, but is freelancing as well and appears in other promotions like Wave. This is her first time in her career that she will face Aja Kong. All right, fans, now back to the U.S. side of this spectacular bracket. The NWA Women's World Champion Serena Deeb will battle Riho when she makes her return to Dynamite in nearly a year. Ty Conti will battle former AEW World Champion Nyla Rose. Ty Conti is currently 10-3 in AEW. A native of Brazil, she holds a black belt in judo and a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. She participated in trials for the Brazilian Olympic team at the 2016 Summer Olympics. Currently ranked number 4 in the AEW Women's Division. Rose made her debut at Double or Nothing for AEW in 2019. In February of 2020, she defeated Riho to win the AEW Women's World Championship on Dynamite. She held that title until she lost to Hikaru Shida at Double or Nothing in May of 2020. Her current record is 23-7 in AEW. She is managed by Vicky Guerrero, and she is undefeated in 2021 thus far. And Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, will take on the Dark Order's Anna Jay to round out the U.S. side of the bracket. Dr. Britt Baker currently is 19-11, but 3-0 in 2021. Fresh off a win over Thunder Rosa at Beach Break, her lockjaw has become one of the most feared holds in all of AEW. Currently, Dr. Britt Baker is ranked number 2 in the AEW Women's Division. Anna Jay's current record is 9-4 and made her AEW debut in April of 2020. Anna Jay became a member of the Dark Order in August and is a native of Georgia. So now, how about a prediction for the finals of this tournament? Well, on the Japan side, it would be very, very difficult for me to go against someone like Mei Suruga. Only 21 years of age, maybe the fastest competitor here in this tournament. I'm going to predict she's going to go to the finals, winning the Japan side. On the USA side, even though we got 2 former world champions in Rio and Nyla Rose on that side, I'm going to go with my favorite, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Because if I don't, I would never hear the end of it. Fans, the AEW Women's World Championship Eliminator Tournament Super 16 starts tonight on AEW Dynamite on TNT as Layla Hirsch takes on Thunder Rosa. And don't forget to subscribe right now to AEW's YouTube channel to check out all the action this Monday.
It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Chris Jericho and MJF take on the Acclaimed. Joey Janella challenges Darby Allin for the TNT title. Plus, Lance Archer and Jon Moxley face New Japan's Kenta and AEW World Champion Kenny Omega, and anything goes. AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite tonight at 8 on TNT.